Kumail Nanjiani.
And we are so excited to announce this year's Oscar nominees, but I have a confession. I've actually never watched the announcements live before.
This is the second time in my life I've gotten up early for Oscar nominations. The first time was last year when we watched this broadcast to see if my wife and I were going to get nominated. Although that time, I was in bed. I was wearing this exact same outfit.
Oh, it's so not wrinkly.
Yeah. I've been, steaming it in the shower. That's a little trick for you guys. By the way, we did get nominated.
I know. It was very exciting. But so let's not keep anyone else out there waiting.
Here are the nominees for performance by an actress in a supporting role. Amy Adams in Vice. Marina de Tavira in Roma. Regina King in If Beale Street Could Talk. Emma Stone in The Favorite. And Rachel Weisz in The Favorite. It's very early in the morning right now.
Very early.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't had coffee, but jumping jacks have been done. I think I can guess why they picked me to do this one. It's for achievement in costume design. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Black Panther. The Favorite. Mary Poppins Returns. And Mary Queen of Scott.
I'm on a solid 8 minutes of sleep right now, which is perfect for me. Any more is too much. Here are the nominees for achievement in sound mixing. Black Panther. Bohemian Rhapsody. First Man. Roma. And A Star Is Born. What did you have for breakfast?
Oh, I'll tell you after this.
Tell me next time.
And now, for the nominees for achievement in sound editing. Black Panther. Bohemian Rhapsody. First Man. A Quiet Place. And Roma. I had cereal.
I like this. We're really moving it along. I wonder if there's some kind of record we could break. For Best Animated Short Film.
Go, go, go.
Go. Okay. Animal Behavior. Bow. Late Afternoon. One Small Step. And Weekends. When my alarm went off this morning, it felt like I'd been punched in the face.
It was me. I punched you. And now, here are the nominees for Best Live Action Short Film. Detainment. Fauve. Marguerite. Mother. And Skin. I had 4 alarms that went off this morning.
Really? My first one went off and I screamed at the top of my lungs. Went off at 1:15 a.m. For original score, Black Panther. Black Klansman. If Beale Street Could Talk. Isle of Dogs. And Mary Poppins Returns.
Do you love dogs?
I do love dogs. I love all animals.
Me too. Here are the nominees for achievement in film editing. Black Klansman. Bohemian Rhapsody. The Favorite. Green Book. And Vice.
I told them instead of 5:20, why don't they do it at 5:15 a.m.? And they were like, That's way too early.
How come you got to wake up at 1:15? I woke up at 11:30. Do you mind if I take this one?
Go ahead.
Okay. For performance by an actor in a supporting role. Mahershala Ali in Green Book. Adam Driver in Black Klansman. Sam Elliott in A Star Is Born. Richard E. Grant in Can You Ever Forgive Me? And Sam Rockwell in Vice.
I did get up at 1:30, but I fell asleep like I was only through the cold open of my first dream, and here I am.
The cold open?
Yeah, the table is set. I can't wait to find out what happens next.
You're so lucky you got to dreams.
Yeah.
I never made it to a dream.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, my God.
Nope. My
Okay.
7 minutes was rough.
Well, we still have more nominee announcements. We'll be right back at 5:30 and 30 seconds.
Which is not enough time for me to make a wardrobe change.
I'm going to take a quick nap, hopefully get through Act 1.
I'm going to do jumping jacks. We'll be right back.
So I love how they do all the technical awards to make sure that people are sticking around for the second half.
I love how they're griping about getting up early.
I know.
Sorry, ain't gonna work here with
I
this
love how Camille
audience.
didn't realize when she said I had to get up at 11:30. He's like, I got up like 2 hours ago,
I
and
know.
you were like, makeup.
Makeup
That's
in here.
how it works in television, folks. All right, so let's talk about this with our guest, Denny Directo from ET Live is in LA, and Eric, you're here with us in the studio. These technical awards, what I'm kind of intrigued by is Black Panther has been nominated in every single one of them. And it always makes me a little nervous at Oscar time when a film gets all of these technical nominations, and then when they're no
Like
more
the
significant
biggies.
than the others.
Yeah.
But because there's a lot of hardworking people that deliver on these other aspects of a film. But when it comes to the big five, maybe Black Panther doesn't get in, at least when it comes to Best Picture. What do you think?
Well, it didn't get Michael B. Jordan, did not get the
I
Best
know. I
Supporting
put a big X there.
But yeah, this could happen. You know what? We saw this happen with The Dark Knight. That was like the last live-action superhero film that there was this huge contingent of people that wanted to see it nominated for Best Picture. It got a lot of those technical nods, but did not get Best Picture. Don't think that's going to happen with Black Panther.
Interesting.
I really think Black Panther is going to get that Best Picture nomination and is going to be probably one of the most recognized films here this year.
So what about any surprises? We heard Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress. Any surprises in that category?
The biggest surprise to me was Marina de Tavira getting in there for Best Supporting Actress. This is an actress that a lot of people have been talking about, but has not been nominated in any of the major awards. So that is a huge surprise right off the bat. And that fares well for Yalitza Aparicio in the Best Actress category for Roma. A lot of people want to see her get in there. So we could see these two actresses from Roma sneaking into these major categories.
You say that fares well because it means that the people who are voting have been paying attention to this movie?
Yeah, paying attention to Roma, paying attention to the performances in Roma. Although Alfonso Cuarón did not get a nomination for editing, which I go back on what I said before about being nominated for the most amount of Oscars in one day.
So, Denny, are you surprised that Timothée Chalamet didn't get nominated for Beautiful Boy?
I am actually, because, as you guys are aware, the road to the Oscars is really, really long. There's so many Critics Awards, Guild Awards, just so many precursors leading up to the Oscars. And, Timothée Chalamet was nominated for a lot of those awards leading into the Oscars, so I was expecting a nomination for him. But that's also why Marina de Tavira is also surprised, because she hasn't really been recognized by any of the guilds, or the Golden Globes, for example. But yeah, Timothy, something tells me, though, we're going to be seeing a lot more of him. He was nominated last year for the first time. He's not going anywhere. He'll be back with another killer role. He's racking up these opportunities lately. So
is the Academy like that? Is the Academy like, you're kind of young right now?
But they always get it wrong,
You'll
right?
be around.
They don't give the actor the performance, the Oscar for the performance that is sort of career defining, like Denzel Washington in a number of roles before he ultimately ended up winning for.
That's a good point.
What's the film where he plays a bad cop?
Training Day.
Training Day.
Oh, Training Day, right.
He wins for Training Day, but everybody was like, he should have won for Malcolm X.
Right.
Or
we could see something like that happen with Glenn Close this year. I think she's really good in The Wife. I think she deserves the award she's getting, but we could see sort of that career achievement. She's never won an Oscar before. She's been nominated several times. We could see that happening with her.
because she's been winning all these other awards.
Yes,
right?
and keep in mind, these are the different branches that vote. So all the branches come together for Best Picture, but the individual categories are by those individual branches.
So we're just a few seconds away from the major announcements. You know, Denny, so who do you think takes it for Best Actor in terms of, well, all right, we got 10 seconds. So let's toss to the Oscar nominating folks, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
For those just joining us, good morning. It's still very early. And for those watching, welcome back.
And now for the rest of the announcements for Best Foreign Language Film. Capernaum, Lebanon. Cold War, Poland. Never Look Away, Germany. Roma, Mexico. And Shoplifters, Japan. How's my posture?
Oh, it's flawless. I
Yes?
should take a picture and try and recreate it. For Best Documentary Short Subject, Black Sheep, Endgame, Lifeboat, A Night at the Garden, and Period, End of Sentence.
Nicely done.
I insisted it should be at the end of that whole run.
Well done. Well done. For Best Documentary Feature, Free Solo, Hale County, This Morning, This Evening, Minding the Gap, Of Fathers and Sons, and RBG.
You think this is good? You should see me at 2 p.m. That's when I'm really hitting my stride. Here are the nominees for Achievement in Production Design. Black Panther. The Favorite. First Man. Mary Poppins Returns. And Roma. I had bananas for breakfast.
Really?
Yeah.
No peanut butter?
No.
Cereal?
Nope.
Protein of any kind?
Nope.
Okay. For achievement in cinematography, Cold War, The Favorite, Never Look Away, Roma, and A Star is Born.
Here we go. For achievement in visual effects, Avengers: Infinity War, Christopher Robin, First Man, Ready Player One, and Solo: A Star Wars Story. I'm very impressed I can read all these. I couldn't spell my name right now, I'm pretty sure.
Here are the nominees. Oh, that's yours.
Okay, sorry. Here we go. Here are the nominees for achievement in makeup and hairstyling.
Ah, yes. Better you do this one.
Border. Mary, Queen of Scots. And Vice.
Bit of trivia on that one, isn't there?
Yeah.
Only 3 in that category.
Only 3 in that category. It's a guilt thing. Keep going.
Sure, thank you. Here are the nominees for Best Animated Feature Film. Incredibles 2. Isle of Dogs. Mirai. Ralph Breaks the Internet. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
All those movies are great. For original song, All the Stars from Black Panther. I'll Fight from RBG. The Place Where Lost Things Go from Mary Poppins Returns. Shallow from A Star Is Born. And When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for Wings from the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Well done.
Thank you.
Here are the nominees for adapted screenplay. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Joel Cohen and Ethan Cohen. Black Klansman, Charlie Wachtel and David Rabinowitz, and Kevin Wilmot and Spike Lee. Can You Ever Forgive Me? Nicole Holofcener and Jeff Whitty. If Beale Street Could Talk, Barry Jenkins. And A Star Is Born, Eric Roth and Bradley Cooper and Will Fetters.
It's exciting that we get to do this.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's exciting for everybody listening.
Okay. Almost everyone. Mind? Oh, you know what? Can I take this one?
Yes, that's
Brings
fine.
back fond
Oh,
memories.
that's right. This is all you. Go.
Here are the nominees for original screenplay. The Favorite, Deborah Davis and Tony McNamara. First Reformed, Paul Schrader. Green Book, Nick Vallelonga, Brian Curry, Peter Farrelly. Roma, Alfonso Cuarón. And Vice, Adam McKay. Are you gonna sleep after this, or are you gonna just have your day?
Oh, I'm probably going to go work out. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm lying. And now for performance by an actor in a leading role. Christian Bale in Vice. Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born. Willem Dafoe at Eternity's Gate. Rami Malek in Bohemian Rhapsody. And Viggo Mortensen in Green Book.
Me too. I'm gonna go work out probably for 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. Do pull-ups, push downs. Here we go.
I don't believe you.
For performance by an actress in a leading role. Yalitza Aparicio in Roma. Glenn Close in The Wife. Olivia Colman in The Favorite. Lady Gaga in A Star Is Born. And Melissa McCarthy in Can You Ever Forgive Me?
Dreams just coming true out here. Here are the nominees for achievement in directing. Black Klansman, Spike Lee. Cold War, Pavel Pawlikowski. The Favorite, Yorgos Lanthimos. Roma, Alfonso Cuarón. And Vice, Adam McKay.
I am gonna work out. I don't know why you think I'm lying. Oh my God, here it is, the final one.
Oh,
You wanna do
gosh.
the big one together?
Yes, let's do this together.
Okay, here we go.
And finally, here are the films selected as Best Picture nominees. Black Panther, Kevin Feige, producer.
Black Klansman, Sean McKittrick, Jason Blum, Raymond Mansfield, Jordan Peele, and Spike Lee, producers.
Bohemian Rhapsody, Graham King, producer.
The Favorite, Cece Dempsey, Ed Guiney, Lee Magaday, and Yorgos Lanthimos, producers.
Green Book, Jim Burke, Charles B. Wessler, Brian Curdy, Peter Farrelly, and Nick Vallelonga, producers.
Roma, Gabriela Rodriguez and Alfonso Cuarón, producers.
A Star is Born. Bill Gerber, Bradley Cooper, and Lynette Howell-Taylor, producers.
And the 8th and final nominee, Vice. Dee Dee Gardner, Jeremy Kleiner, Adam McKay, and Kevin Messick, producers.
Wow.
Wow. Congratulations to all the nominees.
Congratulations. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And watch the 91st Oscars Sunday night, February 24th on ABC. That was so fun.
Now we did it.
All right, so the nominees are in. I guess, to me, so far, the biggest surprise, I have two, Eric. The first one is Best Director, Cold War.
Yes.
That came out of nowhere. Because it's not on any, well, it's on a couple of lists, but tell everyone what that film is about and who this director is, because I've not seen it, but that's sort of a surprise. We can talk about that. And the other sort of surprise, and you could hear the gasp in the newsroom when it came to Best Picture, every film in the Best Picture category, I think people expected to see up there, except for Bohemian Rhapsody. And I say that only as someone who liked the picture, and I loved Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury. But the film, I think, for some people was problematic, and I don't know that you're looking at a very tough category.
I feel like that film has divided a lot of people.
It really
because
has.
Either people thought it was one of the best pictures they ever saw, or they thought it was terrible and they could have done a much better job.
I mean, I'm in the middle. I thought it was good because I love Queen. I love Rami Malek in the performance.
Okay, there's two categories, and there's Vlad.
That's right. I deserve my own Oscar.
I mean, you have to remember, too, with Bohemian Rhapsody, this is a film that made over 500 million worldwide.
Right.
I mean, this is just in the international market, over 200 million domestically. So it's a crowd pleaser, and that's what we're seeing a lot. I think this is the first time since 2009 that we've had two films that grossed over 200 million in the Best Picture and a film that grossed over 700 million in the Best Picture category with Black Panther. So what we're seeing in these Best Picture nominations are films that people went to see. We're seeing crowd pleasers.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people went to see them. Maybe more people tune in because they have more invested in these films because a lot of people saw them. But I like Bohemian. I like Green Book. I like Black Panther. First Man did not get in.
First Man didn't get in. Neither did Mary Poppins. Some people were saying Mary Poppins could be in there. Denny, Black Panther, by my count, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least, if you count the Best Picture, at least 8 nominations for Black Panther. So Black Panther and Roma seem to be the leaders.
I was going to say, I think Roma might be the most nominated film according to my tallies, but Black Panther on the heels of them for sure. I mean, amazing. Black Panther just made history being the first superhero film to ever be nominated for Best Picture. You'll remember back in the day, people were really hoping The Dark Knight would crack into that list. And in fact, that was when the nominees were only 5. There was 5 nominees for Best Picture around that time. I feel like in response to Dark Knight, they opened it up to 10 at least, you know? And so now Black Panther has cracked that list, which is pretty incredible and a huge feat. All I have to say about that real quick is you remember last year they tried to do that popular Oscar?
Yeah.
I'm so glad they got rid of
was
that.
so against.
Because, because I remember last year the controversy was about Girls Trip.
Right.
And that it had made a ton of money and people seemed to really like it. And,
Same with
Tiffany
Bridesmaids,
Haddish couldn't get any love. And that maybe, the Academy was a little too elitist. And I wondered if you thought, what you thought of what Eric had to say, Danny, about, maybe we're seeing a shift here.
Well, no, for sure. I feel like the fact that they even thought about this popular Oscar was to basically give other films an opportunity to show up at the big show. But to me, it always felt like a consolation prize. And so obviously today, Black Panther really showed them that they deserve to be among the allotted and acclaimed films, the best films of the year.
Yeah, I am. So if Beale Street could talk, I love Regina King. I really hope that she gets that Best Actress award. But it only got nominated for one other, by my count, adapted screenplay. And there may be another
Score.
one. Score. Right, the score. That's kind of a surprise, I think, for some people.
Yeah, would have liked to see that nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
But we're in New York right now. We got to give props to Spike Lee.
Yeah,
this is Spike,
man, Spike Lee.
First time he's ever been nominated for Best Director. What is the first time one of his films has ever been nominated for Best Picture?
Right.
So I think that's great.
And
I'm
Black
happy for Spike
adapted
Lee.
screenplay, although it's not Spike, but his film.
Exactly.
I'm really excited for him. He's another one of those individuals like Denzel Washington we've talked about who've been robbed in the past for the Best Director I mean, everybody now acknowledges that Do the Right Thing is probably one of the great movies of the last 50 years. Didn't get nominated for that. Malcolm X, same thing. Finally, Black Klansman. Although I should point out, Denzel's son did not get a nomination for Best Actor in John Washington in Black Klansman. Any other surprises for you, Denny?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you talk about Black Panther making history, Spike Lee making history. Yalitza Aparicio just made history, becoming the first Latin woman to be nominated for Best Actress in 14 years at the Oscars, you guys. Basically, the last person who did that was Catalina Sandino Moreno, if you remember, back in 2005 for Maria Full of Grace. And she's also only the second Mexican-born actress to be nominated for Best Actress, following Salma Hayek and Frida. So Roma, I mean, came in strong today, and she was a surprise nominee, kind of knocking off some other favorites, including Emily Blunt for Mary Poppins. But I'm so happy to see her invited to the big party. I think she deserves it, don't you think?
Yeah, no, it's great.
There's a couple. So Romo's streaming.
Yes.
The Ballad of
Scruggs.
also just streaming
film.
only. What should we make of that?
Yeah, big. I mean, this is Netflix's first ever Best Picture nomination. This is the first streaming movie to ever be nominated for Best Picture. So that's a huge deal. You know, Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Coen Brothers. It just goes to show you that, Netflix is, especially Netflix, is trying to attract these bigger directors. Coming up in 2019, Martin Scorsese is going to have a film. We may be back here next year talking about that movie, The Irishman, being nominated. So, streaming is now starting to penetrate the Oscars in a major way. We've seen it at the Emmys, kind of taking over television, but now it's Best Picture. So that's a huge deal, and I think that's going to go a long way in terms of attracting these other major filmmakers to Netflix, saying, look, we can get you a Best Picture nomination. We did it with Roma.
Right, which means we can get you more money.
Exactly.
So it's worth, worth a career move for
Before we wrap this up, I do have one question about the Best Actress nomination, because you pointed out earlier, Eric, that Glenn Close is a favorite because she has done so much. So her work has been incredible over the course of her career, and perhaps this is her year. We see Lady Gaga. We were sort of joking, Lady Gaga, sort of first-time actress, I mean, in a big film like this. But I am curious by Yalitza, because the Academy has historically in the past given it to ingenues that have gone on to do incredible things, but usually sometimes you sit back and you scratch your head and say, My Cousin Vinny, or Mighty Aphrodite. Right? I mean, there have been actresses who've been awarded this nomination against others that have had distinguished careers, and I wonder here if they might go with the safe choice, which is Glenn Close.
Well, it's interesting. I was just at the Critics' Choice Awards last weekend, and Glenn Close and Lady Gaga tied.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah.
For Best Actress.
Yeah.
So you do think, like, okay, so a lot of people are voting for each one of them. Does that cancel it out? And does somebody like Yalitza all of a sudden sneak in and shock everyone and win Best Actress? So we'll have to see. If I'm going to say Glenn Close, I think she's probably going to win it. Nominated a bunch of times, never won before. Veteran actress, an icon, a legend. I think Glenn Close is going to get it, but we'll see.
No one will be mad. Before we let you go, I got to ask you guys your take on this non-hosted show. Didn't work out so well the last time. I think it was probably one of the most panned Oscars. But hey, maybe they've learned from their mistakes.
It's interesting. Last year, my buddy, he watched the opening and then turned it off, watched Get Out, and then came back for the end. So a lot of people, in the suburbs, they want to see the beginning and they want to see the end.
Right.
And so I really think no matter hostless or with a host, they got to start off in a big way with a big bang, and then line it up for, okay, look, we have Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. They're going to perform. Bring Kendrick Lamar out. He's going to perform. Show us more of your cards of why we should be tuning in.
Right.
I think the Oscars needs a little bit of that, and they say they may track out the Avengers. Maybe the Avengers come out. It's ABC.
Right.
They could bring out all the Avengers and tease Avengers Endgame, which comes out in May.
I think the Oscars should hire you.
Right?
You got a good game plan there.
Disney's having a huge year. Show some of your trailers. Show some of these movies.
What about you, Denny? What do you think about the non-hosted Oscars?
Well, Eric, we actually talked to Kevin Feige at the Producers Guild Awards about the rumors, about, the big push on the internet for the Avengers to assemble on the Oscar stage. He played a little coy with us, but he did say, I'm leaving that up to the Academy and to all the stars reps. So there might be hope. I don't know. He did play a little coy in my taste. But, we talked to a lot of people about the fact that there is not an Oscars host yet and who they would like to see take the job. A majority of the celebrities we talked to said, you know what, being an Oscar Oscars host is kind of a thankless job. I say either go without a host, or Regina King told us, just surprise us. Don't say anything. Let's see who walks onto the stage at the top of that show. My feeling is like, as Eric said it, save some room for the rest of the show. You know, you got people like Kendrick Lamar and Lady Gaga nominated for Best Original Song. Let them sing the entire song. How about that? You know, so I say go without a host at this point.
All right.
All right. Thank you both so much, Eric Davis, Danny Directo, for us in LA. You guys are amazing. We do this every year. Appreciate it. We'll be watching on the big night. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
All right, we're going to take a break. A lot more news ahead. Coming up at the top of the hour. Stick around. We'll be right back.
This is fascinating.
This is very important.
This is extraordinary.
This is a subject we clearly will be talking about. This is starting a conversation in every household.
That's just the way you make me feel.
The freezing weather slamming much of the country is more than just uncomfortable. It also poses serious health risk. The frigid temperatures can lead to hypothermia, compromise lung function, causing breathing problems, and trigger confusion and other neurological effects. Our Dr. Tara Narul is here with other ways the icy weather can impact your body and how to protect yourself. Tara, good morning.
Good morning.
We had a funny moment at the top of the show with DeMarco Morgan saying it's cold out here for our brother, but it's cold out here for everybody.
I know. Nikki Batiste asked this morning, why do they keep sending us out in the cold for these shots? So, yes.
So what's the biggest health concern from where you sit
I think
with your doctor hat on?
Well, the biggest thing to be aware of is the risk of hypothermia.
Yeah.
So if your body core temperature falls below 35 degrees Celsius, that's when you're at risk. We have a set temperature that we like to keep, which is about 37 degrees Celsius. And it's really a balance between our heat production through metabolism and what we're losing heat-wise from our skin and from our breathing. And so we try to make heat. So we shiver to generate heat. Our blood vessels peripherally in our arms and legs will constrict to keep the blood closer to our core, our heart, kidney, lungs, the vital organs. Our adrenal glands, our thyroids will all sort of push out hormones. But when this system fails, then you're at risk for hypothermia.
But does it take a long time for a hypothermia to set in?
It depends how cold it is, what your underlying health conditions are. So elderly particularly in infants, are more vulnerable. And you have to be aware of the symptoms because they say the cold makes you dumb. It really can affect your mental thinking, can make you sluggish. It can affect your judgment, your coordination. So you may not realize that you're that cold.
We reported this morning about a gentleman who had a heart attack while out shoveling the snow, and it happens every year.
Every year we talk about the increase in heart attacks and heart-related deaths in the winter. There are a lot of factors that play into this. We know that the blood pressure goes up in the winter. Cholesterol levels can go up. The blood can be more prone to clotting. And as I mentioned before, the blood vessels constrict both peripherally and also they can constrict when they supply, the actual coronary arteries can constrict. So you have a lack of supply and an increase in demand.
So what age should you not be out there shoveling snow?
So they say that if you have underlying heart disease or risk factors for heart disease, if you're over 55, but the problem with heart disease is a lot of people don't know they have heart disease. You may have coronary artery disease and blockages and be unaware. You go out, you just start shoveling snow, and that can be an issue. So they suggest warming up, taking frequent breaks, using a small shovel, pushing the snow instead of lifting huge amounts. Don't drink alcohol or eat a heavy meal before you go out. And don't go out first thing in the morning, because we know the first thing in the morning is when you're more likely to have a heart attack. That's kind of the time we see that circadian rhythm
So protecting our heart is very important, obviously, but what about protecting our largest organ, which is our skin?
Right, so frostbite is really the risk that comes when the tissues begin to freeze and you lose feeling and color, and this in the tissues affected, and this can affect the nose, the chin, the ears, the fingers, or the toes. And so you want to keep those covered. They suggest mittens instead of gloves. Those will work better. And if you start to notice that you're having numbness or tingling or burning, you want to seek help for that immediately. You want to warm up those tissues either in warm water or put them even in your armpit, they say, to kind of use body heat to warm up your digits, your fingers.
Underneath your arm?
Yeah. But don't put it near a radiator or stove, because if you're numb, you're not going to know what the temperature is. You could burn yourself. So.
Good information, Tara. Thank you so much.
Stay warm. Yes.
All right, a 14-year-old boy is using his rap skills to spread messages of love. Ahead, how he got invited to perform at this year's commemoration of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You're watching CBS This Morning.
I think about it daily, and I'm really thankful for it. To the ones that doubted me, I just wish you blessings.
This is extraordinary. This is important.
This is an issue of national security.
This is sure to be a high-stakes hearing.
This is some of the worst of Florence.
This is home.
Yeah, this is home.
This is what they have to contend with.
This is bigger, though, than opening up the borders.
This is something that has altered your life.
This is a really big deal.
This is historic.
This is what it's like covering a story here in China.
This